Hi everybody, how you doing? My name is Joe Edwards and I'm a property trainer and mentor, specifically in the rent-to-rent and deal sourcing sector. In this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly what a rent-to-rent is. There's a lot of questions that go around, and especially ones that come to me who are people who are new in property, don't have much financial income or don't have much savings or anything like that, or anything at all sometimes, and they say, you know what, Joe, what is a rent-to-rent? How do I get started without a lot of money? I really want to get into property, but I don't have loads of money. This is exactly how you do it. This is a rent-to-rent. And I'm going to show you exactly what a rent-to-rent is right now. So we're going to use Trusty Paint for this. I've already recorded this video once before and then it corrupted. We go again. Okay, rent-to-rent. We're going to focus on the HMO strategy first of all. So a rent-to-rent HMO. Let's say we have a house like this. Okay, it's a 4-bedroom property. What rent-to-rent HMO is, HMO stands for House of Multiple Occupancy, or multiple occupants, or however you wish to say it. It's basically people from different families living in one property together. And the best way to explain this is to look at students. If you go to university, a group of students to rent a house together to pay £500 a room each, and that's exactly what it is, and that's bills included, all this and that. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So we have 4 bedrooms here. Let's say this 4-bedroom property, for argument's sake, let's say it costs £1,000 a month rent. Okay, you've got to ignore my handwriting in this because I'm using a mouse to write stuff. Ignore that. Okay, so it's £1,000 a month rent, so I'll put an R there for rent. We also have other things to pay on this property. We've got rent, we do have rent, but we've got bills to pay as well. You know, we've got council tax, we've got water, electricity, Wi-Fi, all this sort of stuff. Let's say they come up to £500 a month for the bill. So all in all, we're paying 1.5k, that's a point, every single month out of this property. How are we going to make this money back? Well, the very basic terms is on a rent-to-rent HMO, you can rent each room out. And let's say, for instance, every single one of these rooms comes to £500. So we have 4 rooms times by £500 a month. So every single one of these rooms, the tenant's paying us £500 a month. And that, if anyone's done the maths already, works out to be £2,000. And that's what's coming in. So that's £2,000 gross profit. We take away this, so 1.5k, and that leaves us with £500 net profit every single month. And that's exactly what a rent-to-rent HMO is and how it can work for you. Now, obviously, there's a lot of variables. Price of rents might have gone up, they might have come down. It depends what cycle we're in the property market, but anything's good. And it depends what room rate we can get. Normally, when this goes up, this also goes up because rents are going up. People want to rent and people want to take on rooms or properties. And if they can't afford to rent a whole property themselves, they have to rent a room. And this is where it all works out. You know, just because rents are going up doesn't mean it's not a good time to invest, because your rents are also going to go up to counter that. You know, a very, very good way of explaining this is if the price of fuel goes up, the garages don't take the hit. They also up the price of fuel. You know, the price of oil and all this sort of stuff goes up. They don't take the hit. They don't lose money. They up the price of fuel. You know, every time you go to fuel your car up, I'm sure you've noticed it's a completely different price. Sometimes it might be ridiculously high, sometimes it might be quite low, and you're like, oh my god, it fluctuates quite a lot. That's just rent. That's exactly the same thing we're doing here. Prices go up and down, and that's absolutely fine. You've got to stay consistent with the market, stay relevant, stay competitive, but also offer that best service you possibly can. Because we want to really increase this to as much as possible. You know, if we can get $550 a room, that's an extra £200 a month coming into this property. So that then makes us earn £700 a month net profit in your back pocket. Fantastic. That is rent-to-rent HMO. I'm going to be doing a video as well talking about rent-to-rent service accommodation. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you've learned something and got some good value out of this. These are the questions we get asked every single day, and I feel like it'd be very important for me to send a video across so people can see what's going on. Thanks so much for watching once again. I'd just like to say we also offer 2 Zooms every single week that are completely free of charge. These are for people who are new to property, new to deal sourcing, and new to rent who want to learn some more. We also talk about other things other than rent and deal sourcing, but this is a great place to start out your journey in. So you can find a Facebook page here. It's Rent and Sourcing Newbies. This is the Facebook page. This is where it's all being held. The Zooms are in here under the events tab. We can go unfeatured. So today there is a Zoom at 8 p.m. If I click this is the Zoom right here. So we look forward to seeing you on these Zooms. The links are there. It's absolutely fantastic. We love helping you guys on a one-to-one basis within these Zooms. Well, it's one-to-many kind of, but we can really get down and bespoke in your questions. We understand not everybody can afford training. This is our way of helping you on a one-to-one basis for free. Please turn up. You're only going to develop yourself, and your network is your net worth. Be in the right communities. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.